It has recently become known that Russia has been offering the Taliban bounties on US troops. This came out earlier this month, I think maybe a week ago. However, the White House knew of the Russian bounties on American soldiers as early as February of 2019, with at least one of Trump's daily briefings, which are bulletin points since he doesn't have the capability of reading, including this information. And John Bolton also says he briefed Trump in March of 2019. The White House, however, says Trump was not, and still has not, been briefed because it is not verified information. However, it is rare for the White House to for intelligence committees to 100% verify things like this before bringing it to top officials. So, if this is true, then it is a very rare occurrence. However, Bolton has also hinted that Trump is claiming ignorance to this whole situation and previous knowledge on it, so he can feign ignorance and avoid any responsibility. He can disown everything if nobody ever told him about it, John Bolton said. That's my John Bolton impersonation. I have no idea how the guy actually sounds, I just know he has a mustache. Concerns over this information and these bounties were also issued to Trump earlier this year. However, he still claims ignorance. And really, why has no action been taken by Love the Troops Trump? You know, if he knows of this, why is he not trying to up security in Afghanistan or, I mean, have something done to protect American troops? But no, instead, Trump is placing Putin above our own citizens. And last year in August, even, he was trying to get Russia back on the G7 summit. Now, August takes place after February and March when Trump was briefed about this meddling for the first time. So Trump is still showing his affiliation with Putin and being Putin's little bitch boy here. Officials apparently had not considered this very urgent, as Russia has been meddling in Afghanistan for a while, such as during the Cold War when the US military decided to arm a group of people who were against the Soviet Union. Who were they again? Oh yeah, they were the Taliban. Kind of fucked ourselves there. The 2019 intelligence indicated that Russia had grown more aggressive when trying to contract with the Taliban and the Haqqani network. And the National Security Council and Pentagon had meetings to discuss this information. However, they had not commented to the Associated Press, which is where I'm gathering this information because the Times article was behind a paywall and I'm not paying. America. Concerns of Russian bounties flared again as SEAL Team 6 found $500,000 in US currency in a Taliban raid, which bolstered the suspicions of our intelligence committees. The White House still claims Trump is not aware of this, which shouldn't he be made aware? Isn't this part of his job? There are plans for the White House to respond to Russian aggression, but the Trump administration has yet to authorize anything. Taliban members captured from opposite sides of the country and in completely separate tribes have reported to our intelligence gatherers that, yeah, they've been receiving Russian bounties for killing U.S. troops. And this was between the years 2019 and 2020. And in 2019, there was a car bombing on a troop convoy heading to the, let me scroll through here and find it. To the Bagram airfield, which is the largest U.S. military installation in Afghanistan. This troop convoy was heading there, and a car bomb exploded in April 2019, killing 3 U.S. soldiers. And it is being investigated whether or not this was part of the Russian bounty program. This would line up in the timeline that Trump had known about this information if reports of him being briefed in February and March are correct. And the father of one of those service members who was killed said this. This was kind of swept under the carpet as to not make it a bigger issue with Russia, and 1 ounce of blood was spilled when they knew this. I lost all respect for this administration and everything. But yeah, apparently Trump knew this shit back in February of last year and has still tried to improve his relations with Russia while doing nothing to protect US citizens. The reason why I am not on camera is A, I was not planning on doing anything, so I am wearing an old t-shirt, Yoda bathrobe, and look like a hot mess. B, I was planning on playing World of Warcraft and level my High Mountain Tauren so I can get their heritage armor. And C, my webcam is currently behind my computer and I'm too lazy to retrieve it. So instead of seeing me, you have this lovely picture of a unicorn I drew. Oh, and the full article is in the description. It will be the first link in the description, and probably the only link.